Have you ever resisted temptation to the point of shedding blood? Have you ever endured persecution to the point of giving up? Do you even recognize the battle raging strong over your thoughts and purity? And this battle will last your entire life long. Here is what I will do. I will try and tell you where this war began. Genesis 1 and 2. Adam and Eve in the garden walking hand in hand. That is when things were right. There were no murders in the middle of the night. There was no cancer invading bodies. There was no strife. But sin cut the cord of humanity's life. Genesis 3. Adam and Eve believing the lie that to this day is still robbing you and I. Here are the lies: that we are our own purpose, that life exists only on this surface, that love, honor, glory, that we deserve it. You see, we still listen to the serpent. The enemy knows you better than you know yourself. He hates you. He wants to choke out your breath, stop your heart like cardiac arrest, ruin your name, your family, your life until there isn't anything left. But sin set in motion God's redemptive plan. For God so loved the world that he would send his Son to man, to rescue, to redeem, to reconcile all things. And it was this God-man that the Father's fullness was pleased to dwell, and Christ was sent on mission to conquer hell. He would take the sin of the world and bear it as his own. The wrath that his children deserved was transferred to him alone. And like a lamb led to slaughter, our Savior didn't make a sound. And with his arms outstretched, he hung, blood and water flowing down. With my finite mind, it doesn't make any sense that he would get my sin and I would get his righteousness. And so my King, he was put in a grave, not breathing, his mother weeping, the predestined dying day. But 3 days later, the stone had been rolled away. Our Savior is no longer dead. That serpent bruised his heel while Christ's foot was smashing his head. And our fear and insecurities, those things have been put to bed. We live the life that Christ provides through his dying breath. He is risen from the grave, and God has given him a name that is worthy to be praised, a name that will forever be proclaimed, the only name that saves, Jesus. Jesus, God's only Son. There's a battle raging strong, but the war is already won. He sits in victory at his Father's right side, and yes, he's got scars in his hands, scars in his feet, and a scar on his side. But it's through those scars that we have a life. And it's through those scars that we have the strength to fight. So let's fight. Fight with all your might. Don't waste your life. I'm telling you, there's going to be strife. But our King holds the keys to hell, and he's going to turn off the light. Believe in Jesus. He was born, died, and was raised to free. He's the way, the truth, and the life, God's only Son. There's a battle raging strong, but the war is already won.